Hi, and welcome to Wednesday's show. Thank you for spending a little bit of your evening with me. Sorry about yesterday. I know of practically 0 days that go as planned, but yesterday's was as far away from that as anything, with my apologies. It does, however, bring me back to something that I know that I referred to and said nightly for weeks and months at a time, and just kind of stopped because I just never had any takers. But we're still looking for someone. Like yesterday would have been a great opportunity, not only to possibly sit behind the desk, do some of the program from time to time, but as well go out and do some videography for me, maybe some editing and stories all to themselves to be here on the show. There's a lot of things happening, and I'm finding increasingly that I just cannot be everywhere and close to at once. So with that said, still looking for someone who might be interested in being a part of the Your News Today family in one or all of those capacities. So please keep that in mind. With that said, coverage tonight does include a report on last night's McGoffin County Fiscal Court meeting. The McGoffin County man jailed for sex-related crimes. I've got a quick update as I wasn't here for them. One way, one home, regardless. It was a big night for the Hornets and Lady Hornets last evening. The boys are in action tonight. I am out the door to the McGoffin County High School in just a few moments. We've got a host of other reports and a McGoffin County woman seriously injured in a car crash earlier today. I'll tell you what I can about that in just a few seconds. So if you'll give me just a few more to gather my pages together, I'll be right back with the rest of Your News Today.
I'm Bill Tinker. I've spent the past 19 years defending insurance companies in car crashes, truck crashes, and slip and falls. Are you involved in a case like that? Is the insurance company giving you the runaround about your medical bills, your benefits, or your lost wages? Contact me at McFarland Tinker Law Office. With our combined experience of over 58 years, we're here ready to work for you.
It's Dipper Day tomorrow at your Salyersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Yes, you can get our famous all-white big chunks of crispy chicken any day of the week as a snack, a meal, or as a party box. But on Thursday, Dipper Day, you get the meal that's dippers with 2 homemade sides and a biscuit for just $6.79. Only at your Salyersville Lee's. Also famous for our ice.
Hello, I'm Dr. Cheryl Stalder-Cheney, podiatrist currently located in Salyersville, Kentucky. I've been servicing patients within Eastern Kentucky for the past 20 years.
Our feet are the foundation for everything we do, and whether you're suffering from fractures or injuries, need custom orthotics, diabetic foot care, sports medicine, heel pain, wound care, or anything else foot related, relief is just one step away.
Welcome to Hope Family Podiatry Center, where we take care of all of your podiatric needs.
Located on the Parkway next to Hope Pediatrics. Weather-wise, temperatures are actually going to be on the increase during the overnight, hit the 60s, and then stay there tomorrow. This is out and ahead of the front that will give us some shower chances. We'll talk about those, and we'll talk about winds, certainly, associated with that, and how we will as well see a major change weather-wise and watching a potential for some rain and snow for later on in the weekend. That's coming up in just a few moments. 2 of our top stories this evening: a before-mentioned car crash earlier today on Coon Creek here in McGoffin County that resulted in a McGoffin County woman being life-flighted to a trauma center for the severity of her injuries. The McGoffin County Rescue Squad, EMS, and law enforcement all responded to the Coon Creek area. This is actually around 1,000 feet, give or take, from the mouth of Improvement. That's where this SUV, driven by a local woman, appears to have gone over an embankment, striking a tree, and then landing on its side. She was still inside the vehicle upon arrival of emergency personnel. They had to extricate her from the vehicle, removing some or all of the roof, as you'll see in another clip in just a second. It was from there that she was taken by ambulance to the top of the Improvement Hill to take her to the established landing zone. From there, she was airlifted, as I understand, to the St. Mary's Hospital for potential of possibly very serious injuries, internal injuries, broken bones, and the like. It's my understanding that she was the only occupant inside the vehicle. As far as I am aware of, she was alert and conscious and talking to personnel, but seriously injured. And again, extricated from her vehicle through a portion of the roof, as you can see, and flown to St. Mary's. No other information was available as of airtime. This happened earlier this afternoon, sometime before 2 o'clock. Yesterday, members of the Kentucky State Police from Post 9, as well as their Electronic Crimes Branch, executed a warrant at a residence of a Magoffin County man. He was ultimately taken into custody and thus far at this time faces a count of possessing matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor. 48-year-old James L. Cole, who resides on Kentucky 1415, that's Rock House off of New 460, was arrested yesterday afternoon after a number of officers had conducted an online undercover internet investigation with the Crimes Against Children Department, saying that they had learned someone was reportedly uploading material of child sexual abuse and traced it to this area, and they claimed this man. Abuse material was seen related to the complaint, and an IP address was obtained, and a search warrant was issued and then executed at the subject's residence. Authorities say in their arrest citations that during the interview, Cole admitted to seeing child abuse material. They also confirmed that they found items related to the search on his gaming device, which was seized by authorities. Again, he faces one count of possession of matter portraying sexual performance by a minor under the age of 12. Still fiscal court coverage to come, Hornet scores to come, and an updated forecast right now. What's happening? Well, let's find out on tonight's Magoffin Farm Bureau Community Calendar. Do you have some new or very gently used clothing or other items that might be a blessing and of a benefit to someone else, maybe some baby needs and the like? Well, you can gather a lot of like-minded people and join them Saturday, February the 4th at the Lloyd M. Hall Community Center for a community closet event. Contact Janet Nichols. She can tell you everything you need to know about the days-long event. Magoffin County Special Olympics is looking for student-athletes out there 8 years of age and older, as well as adults. For teachers and volunteers to join them, call Keisha Swords or Paul Montgomery. You can reach Paul at 424-6302. Tomorrow is Thursday, and it's the 19th, and it's Senior Commodity Day at the Water into Wine Food Pantry. I do not have a notice from my friend Marlene Howard over at the Magoffin County Senior Citizen Center, but I believe tomorrow is also, of course, their big commodity day, as far as I understand. And if that's the case, they need help and volunteers. And if you can go spend an hour or two or more with them in the morning throughout the early afternoon, well, that would be a blessing for them and for yourself, I think. And if you have something you want on our calendar or a special birthday or anniversary you want to pass along, well, this is how indeed you do just that. Going on to funeral service announcements brought to you nightly by our friends, the Burchell family and his extended family at the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Services have been set for this Friday at 1 for 88-year-old Vivian Perkins of Sagersville. She passed away Monday, the daughter of the late Simon and Millie McCarty Cole. She survived by her sons David and Robert and Elmer Perkins, her daughters Debbie Perkins and Mary Cole, 27 grandchildren, 22 great-grandchildren, and 4 great-grandkids. Vivian was preceded in death by her husband Elmer and her sons Denville and Linville, and her daughter Sheila Ann. Services again Friday at 1 from the Magoffin County Funeral Home. Visitation Thursday from 6 till 9. The reassurance of getting your medications and over-the-counter needs at Sagersville's oldest and most trusted pharmacy, the convenience of curbside pickup and call-ahead service, and the fact that you can walk in, order to go, or sit down and get gourmet quality hot fudge brownies, nachos, shakes, coffees, hot dogs with homemade sauce, desserts, and more makes it more than your hometown Good Neighbor Pharmacy. It's a destination in downtown Sagersville, Frazier's Prater Drugstore. It doesn't get any sweeter than that.
Bring your own device to Appalachian Wireless and get up to $300 in bill credits. If you're looking to switch to the Big Blue Appalachian Wireless Network, there's no better time than right now. Up to $300 in bill credits are possible if you own your own device. Go into an Appalachian Wireless retail location or visit us on the web to learn more and to see the new phones and plans available at Appalachian Wireless. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. Restrictions apply. Full terms on AppalachianWireless.com/BYOD.
Ratliff & Ratliff Family Dentistry, locally and family-owned since 1969, is now proudly providing treatment for headaches, jaw and muscle pain. They offer trigger point therapy along with Botox to effectively treat and reduce symptoms of TMJ pain. And Dr. Beth Ann, member of the American Academy of Facial Aesthetics, also offers Botox therapy and dermal fillers for all of your cosmetic needs. Call 349-2812 to schedule an appointment and allow their highly trained and friendly staff to take care of all your dental and cosmetic needs.
At Golden Law Office, our attorneys previously represented the nation's largest insurance and trucking companies, handling cases involving serious personal injury and death. We know their strategies, how they will defend the case, and what factors drive large settlements. The attorneys at Golden Law Office can use this inside knowledge to ensure your case is handled effectively and aggressively. Hiring Golden Law Office provides you with a strategic advantage. Call Golden Law Office today.
Banking from home or on the go has never been easier and will forever be an important and necessary part of life. And Sagersville National has been and will always be at the forefront of meeting and exceeding your financial needs and giving you the safest and most worry-free online and mobile banking so you can worry about the important things, like what's for dinner. They're there when you need them at the main and branch locations of the Sagersville National Bank. McGoffin County Fiscal Court met in regular session last evening. Into the early portion of the meeting, Deputy Judge Kevin Howard updated the court on the Industrial Park water project. Of course, we've already got a facility coming and expected we are to see within the next 6 months, give or take, construction begin on that new facility, of course, for the first of what will hopefully be many new residents of the McGoffin County Industrial Park. As for the infrastructure there too, well, the water project is getting closer. The pandemic and other factors that are affecting the entire world and the United States, of course, has prevented the supplies they needed, but the pumps that they need have finally been shipped. Electrical control panels have been delivered, and those are set to be installed this week, and the water project is getting closer to literally being online. Howard also said that Birch Branch is set to get another one of those box culverts constructed out of aluminum, as many small streams are being covered here as of late with these structures, which have a near lifetime warranty, not necessarily, but for all intents and purposes, and of course are a easier and more convenient way for county governments to improve and replace bridges. And Birch Branch, they say they are in the process of creating a temporary crossing so that latest culvert can be installed. And then on to the topic of a couple of things, one being the opioid settlement. I spoke to this effect last week. It was after we had learned that Johnson County government and fiscal court was to get over $1.5 million. This based on population means, as I told you, that McGoffin County stands to get over $600,000. That's spread out over a number of years, with Judge Executive Matt Wireman informing the magistrates in court that first they had to set up its own special dedicated bank account for this money to go into, and that they will continue to learn just exactly how they can use this money, with hopes that there will be other settlements in the future.
So once we get this money into this account, we'll be coming back as they provide us guidance on how to prepare the plans and what uses that we're going to use that money for. When we get $130,000 or something like that in this initial,
$739,
and then after we get that one, then annually up through 2038 with these two companies, we're getting about 20-some thousand a year. Now there's still more companies to settle, so there'll be more money coming, but that's a very restricted money. It's not something that we can just put into our general fund and use.
I see Johnson County was getting almost $2 million. I mean,
it's based on population. It's a pro rata amount of of half of the money. Half the money is going to state programs and half the money is going to the counties, and then they divide it up based on population.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons that the census was so important.
Yeah.
Every person counted is a dollar. You know, it's money. And when we don't get everybody counted, it hurts us.
Also, a portion of the meeting will focus on the discussion of the Enterprise Lease Program. McGoffin and Johnson and other counties have been utilizing this very popular program. It allows them to get everything from heavy trucks 3-axle dump trucks to use, often paying very little on them monthly and then selling them at a profit and then getting a new one every year or two. Well, they're also doing that for their light-duty truck fleets as well, with the fiscal court last night agreeing to replace 2 existing trucks with 2 new ones, and also purchase a third for county use and 2 for use for the Magafa County Sheriff's Department.
We're taking the blades and the salt spreaders out of these and we'll be putting them in the new ones.
Yeah.
I've already talked to Randy out at Logan. They're a salt dog vendor. They can switch it all and it'll be done local.
That's good.
All right, I entertain a motion to approve item 4C.
I'll make a motion.
We have a motion, we have a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, motion carries. The next one, Enterprise sent, while they were sending this, they have a 350 that a government entity did pick up. So it's on the market. We can go ahead and get this. It's the 350, like we got a red and a black Chevy over there that we take on those small roads up and down the county cemetery roads. And this will be another one that comes with the snowplow and the salt spreader. So it'll essentially give us 1 per magistrate district to be running out there doing this when the time comes. I think we need to take advantage of that. And hopefully when y'all approve this and in the morning it's still available.
So you don't know if it's still available?
I won't know till I send this in the morning, it may be gone.
Yeah. Is that the one that I seen?
That's the one I sent you.
That's a
pictures of.
nice truck.
Yeah. Do we have a motion on that?
I'll make the
Do
motion.
we have a motion, we have a second? Made and second, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, motion carries. The last one, as far as Enterprise goes, is to lease 2 2023 Ram 1500 police vehicles for the Sheriff's Department. We've offered to do this in the last term, but it wasn't taken advantage of. But we do it with our admin and at the county level. The reason it's Rams is that's what's on the production cycle right now. Depending on timing during the year, it could be Chevys, it could be Fords, but right now it just happens to be Rams. We could do a lot search to get them, but it's going to cost over $400 a month just to go do a lot search versus getting brand new manufactured. These cost $800 and some a month per vehicle. And same thing, after so many years, they'll call back a couple of years, they'll call and say, hey, time's right, we're going to come and get those and bring you 2 brand new ones, and we'll be here talking about this again. With the F3 or 150s that we had before, we had those 5 F-150s that were 2019 models. When they brought us the 2021s, they sold those back. We got a credit of $60,000 on those 5 vehicles. So this is a win-win for us.
Are there a certain amount of mileage on them?
They have a mileage on them, but because we get them at such a discount, we have equity on them from day one, so we don't lose anything on them.
No, good.
And that's why even with the sheriff being able to, they'll be able to use them without having to worry about having a lot of miles. The county road foreman had 40-some thousand miles on his, and it still sold for $38,000, and our residual value is like $25,000. So we've got a $15,000 credit on it just like that. It's a good program.
Yeah.
A big night for our Hornets. In my absence from the area or the county yesterday and last evening, the Lady Hornets rolled last night in double overtime. They were here at home. The boys were on the road and picked up their 2nd district win of the season before coming back home for a home game tonight. A win that will undoubtedly serve as helping to energize the Lady Hornets. They've been on a bit of a skid, but 2 overtimes last night to solidify a win over a tough Wolf County. Gave them the first win in some time, but will certainly push them on forward as they're going to continue to try to keep that momentum up through the rest of the regular season, which, is indeed winding down, as crazy as that is to contemplate already. Nevertheless, final score 50-48 last night for our Lady Hornets. That's the 3rd win of the season for them, and that puts them on the road for their next 4 games all the way through the 24th of this month. Their next will be a road game at Paintsville this Friday night for a district matchup. As for Coach Castle and the boys, last night was their 2nd district game and their 2nd district win. Hornets right now sitting on a 9-7 season thus far. They had four-win run going. Floyd Central put a stop to that, and then Mason County, of course, who I think is most recently ranked 7th in the state, a game that McGoffin County literally could have won in the 2A championship. Nevertheless, was their second loss out of their last 6 games, and now the boys are taking on Morgan County tonight. Tip-off set for 7:30. Obviously, the boys again 9-7 on the season, 2-0 in the district. How is Morgan County, you ask? Well, the 16th Region Cougars are on a 12-4 season run right now and ranked 4th in their region. So looks to be a good one tonight here at home. If you don't have anything to do, or even if you do, you might want to venture up to the McGoffin County High School. And here's your 7-day bumpy, interesting, different. There are a lot of adjectives we could use as a prelim. Bottom line is, at the onset, we're going to see temperatures as they start to wane the rest of the evening, then do a 180 and about face and climb during the overnight. They'll hit 60, stay there. That's out and ahead of some showers, definitely some colder air, and then more of a wintry feel right around the time the weekend rolls around. Well, there's a lot of moisture out there, not so much in our air, however. We do have shower chances that really, as you can see right now, are staying well to our north and west, but they will eventually make their way into eastern Kentucky. Right now, showers look likely, but not until after 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning. You might see a few small scattered showers there, just on a few tail ends of a couple of those bands between now and then, but the bulk of what we will see will not be until later on tonight. Winds we will see, however, breezy conditions, anywhere from 6 to 12 to 33 miles per hour gusts at times, less than 1/10 of an inch of rain associated with all this tonight. Tomorrow, showers likely to be out of here by about 11 or noon. Winds still up to 35, 37 miles per hour, so maybe 1/10 of a quarter of an inch or so during the day tomorrow. And here's your 7-day. We'll break it down again. As I said, temperatures, they're going to start to fall and pretty comfortable out there today, but then they're going to do an about face and then rise back up to 61 by about 5 a.m. along with those winds out of the east. Tomorrow, we'll add a degree on top of that and see 62 degrees for daytime highs, but again, winds up to 37 miles per hour, gusting at times, and then the bottom kind of drops out. We'll lose almost 30 degrees for the daytime high and the low tomorrow night, back down to 35, and shower chances again wrapping up pretty much early tomorrow with only a chance of sprinkles tomorrow night. Sets us up for a cooler and dry Friday, mostly cloudy, completely dry, breezy again, winds still out of the west this time, up to 24, 25 miles per hour at times. For your weekend, well, I got sunshine to kick it off. We also have about 44 cool degrees on your Saturday, and it will be dry all the way, I think, Saturday, pretty much start to finish. It's during the overnight, technically 4 a.m. into Sunday. That looks to be the window of, I don't want to call it opportunity. We'll just leave it at the window, okay? Because right now we're still kind of waiting to see if it's going to be a rain and or snow event. Right now, 32 for nighttime lows, 30% chance of overnight or early morning showers on your Sunday. And there might be some changeover Sunday night. We'll have to wait and see how cold we get. We're looking right around 34, so again on that bubble. Right now we're going with an all-rain event for us, but this could change. We'll keep our eye on it, and see how it progresses. But right now, 45, cloudy, showers on your Sunday. Mostly cloudy, 42, a lesser 20% chance of showers on your Monday. And then shower chances ramp right back up into Tuesday and Wednesday, still into the 40s. Nighttime lows into the 30s, a little sunshine Tuesday. A very brief glimpse, I'm afraid, because it's back to shower chances late Tuesday night and into your Wednesday of next week. Not the greatest of 7 days that we've had. Not the worst either, by a long shot. We'll talk more about the chance of some of that rain maybe changing over to some snow tomorrow night. That's it. Thank you for your time this evening. I'll have highlights from tonight's boys Morgan, McGoffin County matchup and other news when I see you tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow, I hope. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.